In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet the triad stitch. For materials, I have some worsted weight yarn and a 5mm hook. You can use whatever yarn and hook combination that you prefer. Let's get started. To begin, we need to start with an even number for our foundation chain. So I'm going to do 20. I'm just going to place a slip knot on the end of my hook here. And I'm going to go ahead and chain out 20 to save time in this video. If you like, go ahead and pause, and I'll meet you back here after your foundation chains are complete. My 20 chains are complete, and now it's time to start row 1. I'm going to be using US terms for this tutorial. Row 1 is fairly simple. We're just going to be doing all single crochets for this row, and I'm going to start on the second chain from the hook. So not counting the loop that's on the hook, I'm going to count over 1, 2. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull through. I have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2. So let's do a couple more of those single crochets together. In the next chain, inserting my hook, yarn over and pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Let's do one more together. In the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2. So once again, just to save time in this video, you like to pause, continue to make single crochets until you reach the end of this row, and I'll meet you back here. I'm making my final single crochet in that last chain. For a stitch count, you should have 1 less than your starting chain, so I have 19 stitches here. Now it's time for our next row. For row 2, I'm going to flip my work over, and this is where we're going to do our triad stitches. So to begin, we're going to chain 4. This chain 4 counts as a double crochet plus a chain 1. So not counting the stitch that we just worked out of, we're going to work in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to begin by yarning over, inserting our hook into that first stitch underneath both loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through, but we're going to draw up a really long loop. You want your loop to be about as tall as 3 of the chains, about the size of a double crochet. So let's do that again in the next stitch. Yarn over, insert into that stitch under both loops, yarn over, pull through, and draw up a really tall loop again. And now into that next stitch, yarn over, insert underneath both loops, yarn over and pull through, drop a really long loop. So if you count here, you should have 7 loops on your hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through 6 of those 7. I'm going to stop right here. Now we have 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through those 2. So that is our first little triad stitch there. And we're going to chain 1 before we move to our next. We're going to do that same thing again, except we're going to be working back down in the last stitch that we came out of. So you can see right here, that's the last stitch that we worked into. That's where we're going to begin our next stitch. So yarn over, insert into that stitch, yarn over and drop a tall loop. Working into the next one here, yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up a long loop. And then our third one here, insert, yarn over and drop a tall loop. 7 loops on the hook once again, yarn over and carefully pull through just those first 6. 2 loops on the hook, I'm going to yarn over and pull through those 2. And then I'm going to skip over to my next by doing a chain 1. Let's do that one more time together here. So yarn over, we're going back down into that stitch where we ended. Insert, yarn over and draw up a tall loop, next stitch, and our third stitch here. Seven loops once again, yarn over and pull through 6, then yarn over and pull through 2, and then we're going to chain 1. So if you like, go ahead and pause the video, continue to work across the row. You're always going to start your first stitch in that last stitch that we left off. When you get to the end of the row, you should have 1 stitch remaining. I'll meet you back here and show you how to finish out the row. Making my final triad stitch here. I have my 7 loops, yarn over and pull through 6, then yarn over and pull through 2, and then once again chain 1 at the end. I have that final single crochet hanging out here on the end. I'm just going to place a double crochet in that final stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So if you remember, we began the row with a chain 4, which counted as a double crochet and a chain 1. We made our series of triad stitches, and then we end the row with a chain 1 and a double crochet. Row 3 is going to be another simple row, just flipping my work over. I'm going to start with a chain 1. This does not count as a stitch, and I'm going to make single crochets across this whole row again. I'm going to start by working in that double crochet that we just chained out of. Then I'm going to work in the chain space, single crochet. I'm going to work into the top of each of these triad stitches right here, single crochet, then again in the chain space, single crochet, just working across the top, making single crochets. So if you like, go ahead and pause the video. I'll show you how to finish this row when we get down here to the end where we have our chain 4. Working a single in that final triad stitch, and now I've come to my chain 4. I'm just going to treat this like 2 stitches, the chain stitch plus the chain 3. So I'm going to work my next single just into that chain space. And then I'm going to anchor down my last stitch by putting it in the 3rd chain. So I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3. Anywhere in that chain is fine. I'm going to place my last single crochet. And you should have the same number of stitches across, so I have 19 once again. It's time to turn our work over. And you're just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until you get the length that you like. So I'm going to go ahead and work off camera, and I'll show you what that swatch looks like here after a few more rows. Here is our swatch after a few more rows. I like how this stitch has sort of an open lacy feel to it, but it's also fairly sturdy because all of those stitches are anchored down really well at the bottom. This stitch is fairly reversible. You flip it over from the front to the back. There's not much of a difference other than the way that those single crochet stitches look. So this stitch would work great for a scarf or a decorative blanket. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all of your crochet and crafty friends. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel for more crochet tutorials.